You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me. Fucking fingers. I say that's the bad guy.
Just because you lost me as a friend, don't mean you gave me as an enemy. I still want to see you eat me. Just not at my table.
An image is self-described. Well, you have to wait till I'm done with it. I don't have to wait till anything, honestly. I mean, this guy right here may tell me that I have to wait, but personally, I don't have to do nothing.
Oh, fuck. I wish I could tell y'all what's on my mind right now, but y'all gonna think I'm mean.
You got me a pack of cigarettes? I got money.
Alright, I'll show you.
Alright.
Alright.
But it's his life though. Thank you.
Yo, yo, yo. I think it's working. Oh, the music isn't coming through. What the fuck? All right, ladies and gentlemen, another episode of random shit on the exit liquidity account. It is me, Cito, back for I don't know what. I'm going to figure out I'm going to figure out a few things. I'm just going to rant about a few things that I think could be useful now, probably more useful like a few weeks ago. But I don't know if anyone's ever fully talked about this kind of thing. So I mean, we'll start with setting the scene on crypto marketing. I mean, I think everyone understands that it's fully attention based, and you know the more attention you can grab, the more eyes on your token. Basic level, the more chances someone buys your token. You know, there could be some instances where you know if you're Ox Fund, then you don't want eyes in a certain way. But other than the protocol being deemed broken or something like that, it's generally good to have eyes on your token. And I think I think people understand that mainly from like meme coins, right? Like just the attention itself, no matter good or bad, generally brought good price action for like a just attention based meme token. But when it comes to like protocols, especially pre actual application or something usable protocols, all you have is the attention. All you have is a yap. All you have is the ability to yap. And it's good and bad, right? Like I personally enjoy hearing founders yap. I personally enjoy hearing their stories. Um, I'm I'm in the boat now where I honestly believe that like 99%, 99 is crazy. 80-90% of the success of a protocol or any team in general is based on the execution of the team. Who the team is, do they seem grifty, etc. I mean, this panned out in a semi like tangible way. Like I've never spoken to Jeff or the Hyperliquid team, but you can kind of get the sense of who they are through the way they execute and through the way they communicate, which is a part of that marketing element. But putting aside something like Hyperliquid or yeah, really something like Hyperliquid, the other kind of strategy that you can have is basically just, and crypto is a world of comps. Like an L1 is the price of another L1. I mean, you can bake in, the value of crime. Like a lot of founders or founder-led protocols, you can kind of just bake in as, the power of crime. That's really a good metric to base some of this stuff on. I bring this up not with any specific founder. Oh, I got to start this off by saying nothing I say in this stream is financial advice or any kind of advice. Everything I'm saying is alleged. Everything is baked in, alleged. I have no proof of anything. I'm just yapping. So if you think I'm talking about you or you think I'm talking about your protocol, I'm not. You know, it's definitely somebody else. Definitely not you. Um, unless I pull up your Twitter profile, which I'm about to do. I just thought this was interesting. I think people need to, one, because I think I think conversations like this like allow you to think about. I mean, we're gonna keep the hype chart on just because nothing else matters. Let me move these. This monitor here is like wide as shit for no reason. And we can just keep this here like this. Keep that there. Bring that down. How do I hide all this bullshit? Fuck. You can just watch the 1 minute chart. It's pretty entertaining. Okay. And then we can make this bigger. Cool. This was interesting. I mean, I think everyone's gonna know what I'm referencing. I mean, maybe not. In case you didn't know, this dude Enzo, interesting guy. I think he was at like Alchemy or something beforehand. Creating GTE, which is just a very fast, decentralized trading venue. And it's backed by top institutions and market makers. You gotta include that. You have to include that part. Like that has to be what you are, right? Like, that has to be what you include. I'm kidding, but and it's built on Mega ETH. So I'll preface this by saying I do like the Mega ETH guys. You know, good conversation, good interview. I don't understand all the tech, which you'll kind of see in how I question some of the things that are being said here. But generally speaking, I am very happy to see people try stuff that is unique on the EVM in the Ethereum world. I'm glad it isn't just fucking base. I'm glad there's more stuff happening and more people trying shit. That being said, how does this tie into marketing? What you have to understand when you're like scrolling, when you're fucking doom scrolling on Twitter, figuring out what shit you're going to not only put your money in, but your time into, you have to kind of understand that they are adopting a marketing tactic just like any other company. And what's been their like successful marketing tactic, or at least what I perceived as their successful marketing tactic, because I mean, I was the first one to interview them. We got in contact with them. Somebody recommended them. We reached out to Namek when they were like in stealth and everything, and like the branding was, I think Mega Mafia was still just like so nascent, not even a Twitter presence at all. And then we did the interview months later, and it was a great interview. They're very, very smart people. I think Lei is fucking cracked. But the marketing tactic that they use centers around this idea of comps, right? And like being an L2 in itself, you kind of adopt some comps which are actually negative to Mega ETH with the sentiment around L2 these days, and they've definitely kind of taken their own lane to make that a little bit more unique, with this like real-time element. But the marketing tactic is basically like just they wrap it up in stand on business, which I think is again another good marketing element. But just like stay with me and kind of remember this when you're deciding where to spend your time. Yeah, I think this is an important lesson because if you're brand new, I feel like you don't understand these things. You can get bogged down into this like tribalism. I still find myself doing this with like Hyperliquid and shit. So you should always kind of question the whys behind your beliefs, or the whys behind behind why people are saying things. Because most of the time people are actually dumb. I've continued to say this, but I think most of the time people are dumb, and most of the things that are happening in this ecosystem, again, I'm not talking, if you're watching this and you run a protocol, I'm definitely not talking about your protocol. Most of the builders in this ecosystem are dumb. They don't understand who you are. They don't even understand what they're building or who they're building for. It's really just like TGE, TGE, TGE. That's literally all they care about, and they'll do anything and everything to win. You can say that about any market. Traditional financial markets, people step on each other to win, and people do crazy shit to win. But it's very unique in crypto. I think it's just an interesting thing to think about. Where was this fucking tweet? Is it this one? No, it was the one on... Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is this Mega ETH ecosystem page? Here it is. So this is a fucking, again, this is a good page. This is a good page. Like, this is, I think it's Namek running this shit. So, or somebody smart is running this shit. They're not putting a fucking, or they're feeding them really good talking points. But this account not only just highlights Mega ETH protocols, etc. It will come at any fucking L1, L2 it'll come at anyone's fucking neck in the replies. And I think that's a really good strategy for them because it fits into this general strategy of like stand on business, and they're just like super obsessed with like they're super obsessed with going at people, going at protocols. Like you could say that the audience was the one to pit them and Monad against each other because of the similar promises around like TPS and super fast chain. But there are other fast chains. They went out I think there was some strategy in going after Monad. Mega ETH was the smaller org or the smaller protocol, and they really, really adopted this strategy where they're pitting themselves against Monad and the Monad community, and one by one they're flipping people over because those people are exhausted. I mean, testnet is just here on the Monad ecosystem. Those people are fucking exhausted. But I just think this is funny, and I think like the lesson in here is like if you're this guy, and I've chatted with Enza. Like I had like one call with him. Um, I think PR training in some sense is valuable. I think they've molded this like stand on business mentality, which will have its benefits and drawbacks. But the people that are observed as quants or gigabrains in the ecosystem and get respect are not people that say that they're quants and gigabrains. But we'll watch this clip here. If I go full screen, it's useless to go full screen.
There's two schools of thought in crypto, right? There's like the decentralization purists, which are people that are really into censorship resistance.
Where's his quote tweet? I swear he quote tweeted this. What the fuck? I swear there was like Hyperliquid specifically. Oh, here it is.
Things really well. I think in particular the insight they had of having 4 validators co-located in a single area to create like a superior product, UI UX over DYDX and Drift and the rest of the other kind of on-chain order books was a really good insight. So I'll take the opposite approach. Like most people point out that Hyperliquid is not decentralized. I'm going to say that GT will be even more centralized than Hyperliquid. And so if people like Hyperliquid with 4 validators, they may like GT with 1, essentially.
So this fits in the Mega ETH positioning. This is their core belief. They believe that with this central sequencer, which will eventually rotate, which will be run by them first. I mean, I asked them this on the show. It'll be run by them first, which means there's really no incentive for them to switch out of it because we all know centralized sequencers make a lot of money. But being that it's an L2, there's this escape hatch, which is
the stance
what what he's going to talk about.
That's kind of copy pasta, but it's really not, right? It's like, look, they have 4 validators, but you still have global consensus within the critical path. So Hyperliquid's block time is about 200 milliseconds, and for the EVM, it's going to be 1 second. And then I think they have like larger blocks that are going to be like 1 minute. Mega ETH's block times, I've seen it with my own eyes, are 5 to 10 milliseconds. Coincidentally, that's the exact same time it takes to process orders on Binance or Coinbase. So when we think about the notion that we talked about at the very beginning of on-chain price discovery, is it really possible on a chain like Hyperliquid? I would argue no. And you can look at it when you look at the sort of perpetuals offering that they have over their base spot asset, in which it's not as high leverage as you have on the major assets. And the reason for that is because price discovery is happening for those assets on centralized exchanges. On GT, but perhaps you have the same exact environment as Binance. So assets that live exclusively on GT and on Mega ETH will be able to have much more interesting financial products derived from the base spot prices that are happening entirely on the chain. So we actually see great products can be built when you have more centralization, and GT is pretty unapologetically saying, hey, we will be the world's fastest decentralized exchange. Not really fast, not kind of fast.
Oh, fuck.
From the base spot prices that are happening entirely on the chain. So we actually see.
I mean, you gotta get the point. Um, I, I'm not even gonna go into this. I mean, the thing is, what I was my point for this is like one, observe and understand the marketing behind these protocols before you decide to commit time and energy into them. Um, I mean, rocking a Mad Laz at a time like this, being backpack at a time like this, uh, just just a not the great move. Um, so I mean, like overall, what is centralization? Are the feds gonna go after this guy? I don't fucking know. I don't care. I honestly don't care. I hope that they can, build a good build a good app, build something that people will use. I hope that it's all going to work exactly how Maggie describes that the TPS is going to be insane. I've really begun to wait and see. I don't really believe anyone or any of their promises, and I don't think really anyone should. Um, yeah, he fucking absolutely dogged Armani here. This was insane. This was insane. Like, I see his pitch, but like, just because you worked on a chain riddled with crime and and an exchange that literally saw the founder go to jail for 25 years doesn't mean we're all committing crime is fucking hilarious. Especially because Backpack does like no volume and it's been God knows how long since they've been making promises after raising or after having some fucking NFT or wallet or whatever. Um, but I'll say one thing. I think it's always I live in the hyperliquid world now. It's just a lot more. It's kind of fun. Um, but what this does for me and what is the purpose of like content like this is it's supposed to like make you question different things. I'm not really questioning a thesis in hyperliquid, but I'm more questioning. Okay, one, what is this concept of this escape hatch? Like that's unironically the thing that I hear so often amongst the like Mega ETH crew and is like part of why they're allowed to make these points the way they do. They're able to say, yeah, it's gonna be fucking centralized because yeah, we built an L2, you have an escape hatch, everything's going to be fine. I don't fucking know what an escape hatch is. I literally asked Grok for can you see history? Yeah, here it is. So like I asked Grok for like instances of getting off of an L2. There's this concept of a verifier node. I mean, I sort of understand the Mega ETH architecture, right? Like there's prover nodes that are smaller, and there's centralized sequencer, and then there's this other set of nodes that do some shit. Like who cares? I think the escape hatch thing is get some type of state data. And I think my conclusion here is that you're going to have to wait 7 days unless they have some magic that I haven't heard about. If the sequencer goes down, if they get attacked, um, like by the fucking feds or something for running this thing, which honestly, I I truly think they will. I mean, hopefully by then. I mean, hopefully. I mean, I don't have an opinion, but I think it'd be prudent for them to at least have the sequencer rotations in place. So when the feds knock, they can rotate to the next one and just keep doing that. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's the solution. Um, but that also made me think, what the fuck happens if some shit goes down with Hyperliquid? Um, And it would have been cool if I came onto the stream with an answer to that, but I don't know. Which is bad. And I think that basically, like, I don't want to say Hyperliquid is feeling like Luna Anchor, but for me personally, just because I had so much blind faith in Luna Anchor because things were good, I don't want to walk into any situations or trades with that mindset ever again. Um, and yeah, I think that's something I'm going to spend some time learning about. But do understand that every quote tweet, every rage about someone saying some shit comparing themselves to Hyperliquid is strategized marketing. I mean, I'd say most people understand that that are in the space, um, but I highly doubt like general public does. I mean, God, God only knows how they're going to get general public to use this app. I mean, at the end of the day, like it wasn't really only about speed for Hyperliquid. Um, I think it was like the user the experience for market makers, large traders. I think is the main benefactor as well as just listing long tail assets. But I think their decision to decentralize is one that was made with foresight in mind. And I don't think seeing that and saying we're going to be even more centralized is like a good strategy, but shit, it's your protocol. Like cook, um, do what you got to do. Um, cool. Yeah, that's all I really have to say on that. I mean, there's some other founder shit that I thought that was fucking hilarious, but they deleted all of the fucking tweets. Good move. The fuck is his name? Rushi. I hope all of it is not gone. I think it all might be gone. Stu tweets 300 times a day. I think the thing with Rushi and movement is people do not understand why or how this thing has grown as fast as it has and continues to. Whether it be attention, whether it be access to like panels or different things. And people are lumping everything that Rushi as a person does or the movement team as people do into crime. Am I in that boat? Probably. Do I think Rushi's a nice guy? Yeah. I think like my conversations with him, chill dude. I think they are interested in building something within the Move ecosystem. I love to see people try stuff. I've never used Sui or Aptos. I probably never will. Um, but I would see myself using movement before I use those, maybe, or at least I did initially. Um, it is sketchy the way that things kind of seem on the surface, but hey, all the power to those guys. But the shit that fucking leaked from that conversation, from that back and forth with that aligned layer guy, was so fucking funny. Like, so fucking funny. The thing is, I think he's still gonna sue Rushi because they don't want to list his shit on sexes anyways. I mean, what the fuck on earth is aligned layer? What the fuck is this? Like, I remember seeing the whole Eigen world and everyone talking about this thing is like so cool. Okay, ZK virtual machine. Like, brother, they didn't want to list your shit anyway. I feel like it was more of an excuse to figure out how they're gonna say no to you listing this shit. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe this is like outside of my wheelhouse, but I mean, like, what the fuck is this? I mean, there's always like random corners of crypto that I don't know, but I swear I remember like everyone and their mom quote tweeting this protocol wise and saying that they're aligned 23 million across 3 rounds. Hack VC. Oh shit. Good for them, I guess. But I just think it's so fucking funny that he was on the Arushi was on the cap table, and he was like, I can't get listed on Sexes because you're fucking tweeting about my shit. And then someone went in the Wayback Machine from 2014 and found him talking shit about Indian people being racist, bro. That shit was so fucking funny. That was the funniest shit I'd seen on the timeline, like, in such a long time. My God, that shit is hilarious. But yeah, I will say people should, again, I place my caution everywhere. I will place caution amongst things. Yeah, what's the saying? Like, what goes up must come down. Yeah, I guess you could say that about anything on a chart. But I mean, like, just for the record, and all the allegedlys combined, I'm not making any accusations or anything like that. I think this shit is sketchy, bro. I think this shit is sketchy. Do I think he's a cool dude and a nice guy? Yes. But I also thought, a lot of people were cool dudes and nice guys, and some of them are in jail right now. So, like, but that's also what you buy. Like, that's also what you're buying sometimes. I feel like it's similar to like the traditional world, where like sometimes you're like there was like that Herbalife Ponzi or some shit, and it's like some people know that they're investing in like a fucking founder or they're investing in a Ponzi. Like people like Ponzi's in crypto, like you know, it's part of the investment thesis. Someone who is going to do anything and everything to win. And I think that's what you're buying. I don't think I will, right? But I wish everyone luck in that endeavor. I think that one guy dropped that December news report or whatever the fuck that was, where the Move team was getting like sued or something. I had never heard about that shit. Uh, that's fucking insane. Um, yeah, weird shit. I'd probably just stay away from this. I mean, like, why? Why? I don't think anyone's buying this, but wish them the best. I just hope, I just hope people aren't putting their fucking. I don't even care if people put their money into this and lost money. The time, bro. The time is so valuable. There's so much. There's so much more value in other ecosystems, in my opinion. Um, but I'm sure you could find some value in this. What else? I'm trying to like keep this into this mix so I don't stay on here too long. I did some research on the hyperliquid ecosystem because everyone's like, people are writing these threads and shit. This is what I got. Oh fuck. This is what I got. I mean, like, I swear, I started from here and just I started from here and went up, and I got bored. I got fucking bored. I guess this is just maybe the early stages of like any protocol or any chain. Like, I used to say the same shit about Solana. It's like there's nothing fucking happening on there. People are not doing shit on there. But while I was doing this, I found a meme coin on there. And it was an enjoyable weekend. And I still think it's fucking pretty cracked meme, but all I have left is a moonbag. But yeah, I mean, unit is basically hype. Staked hype. Thunderhead is like, yeah, LST. I mean, like maybe they airdrop a token. The Thunderhead guys seem cracked. Like maybe that's worth farming. Silhouette, privacy focused trading platform. This concept of like a trading platform confuses me. I wish people understood that people don't want to switch platforms or user experiences. If they could put this kind of privacy mechanism like literally on top of Hyperliquid, because I understand like the privacy element is directly the result of, you know, some trader needed something, they wanted this privacy, and now they're building it. Like I could easily see that being the case, and like I think those are kind of like the best applications. But it's like, am I gonna go execute everything for? I mean, if it's a really good trading terminal aside from the privacy elements, and it keeps privacy within my Hyperliquid trades, like, you know, maybe that's unique enough. But it's like I want to see more shit like that Nova Sniper, where it's like a Chrome extension on top, where I can just like flip one switch, my shit is private. PvP, I think I actually wrote some like a good amount of stuff on this one. Yeah, I mean, like, I fucking hate TG apps. Most normies don't give a fuck about Telegram. They barely want to get on it. Like, extending outside of this is probably going to be the main goal. But just pray to God they're making a mobile app. I think that's the thing. Because like most of the time, what happens with these like small teams that make like something like a TG bot, and you know they're raking in fees from it, they just kind of like, fuck it, we're making money, we don't really need to do anything else. We can add like little features there, do different marketing categories here, but we're like chilling. Like, why would we go make a fucking mobile app? But to me, it's like there's going to be no growth beyond the current set of users with a Telegram bot, and they could be the de facto Telegram bot for everything on Hyper EVM. That's like a different story. I mean, I think Banana Gun is still like pretty big. Like maybe that's the goal. But I mean, I'm really not gonna I'm really just not gonna use this. I've actually been using chats that I'm in that are about PvP and like counter trading people in the chats as like and I'm just trading on the Hyperliquid UI because like, why the fuck would I have more than $100 in a Telegram bot? But maybe I'm dumb. But people have high expectations for it. So, and they could just dominate as a Telegram bot. People are looking for another runner on Hyperliquid. I would probably buy this token. Looped hype, I really don't care about like staking looping shit. Like, I swear to God. I mean, these are the Ion guys. The Nucleus Ion guys. I've spoken with them. Ion's cool. I think it did well on base. Nucleus has cool branding, but it's just not my thing. I'm not farming. Liquid launch. This thing shit itself during the buddy launch. This thing completely shit itself during the buddy launch. I don't know what the fuck it was. But it's basically a pretty clean pump fun UX. Basically, what I do now is, well, I didn't realize that if you have spot hype, I should probably disconnect this. But I also kind of wanted to just run up a challenge. So I'm just gonna like let people see. I just opened this today. So stupid. But apparently you can just go from spot to spot hype, and you just like the same place here would just say transfer to the EVM, and you're chilling. And then I go straight to hyperswap. Oh fuck. People are gonna see. What are people gonna see? Okay. So there is this is like pretty good. Like they've done like a decent job. Like TVL is growing. Like I mean it's $2 million, but I mean this was like the go-to place for Buddy at the launch. Seamless as fuck. I mean it's just a regular like fork, but I thought it was pretty clean. I think this is pretty clean. They have like V2 mechanism, V3 mechanism for pools. Looks like they're going to have points. Fuck, I should probably do this. I'm going to share my referral code. But, I mean, liquid launch is cool. Like, it just looks good. The thing is, it was like breaking way too much. The thing is, not a lot of things are bonding. Just no. Like there's like a bunch of functions in here. Like you can chat. You can like do like a bunch of shit. I think overall there's like a price where this is worth something. As long as more apps launch on here. I'd say like the one thing I'd want to know is like at what point does Buddy get listed on? Let's find out. By the way, I'm in an undisclosed location. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm retarded. How does this go from... How does Buddy go from Hyper EVM to the spot? I gotta read some shit. I should have brought on like a Hyperliquid fucking maxi. I forgot. I'm gonna have to get back to reading. But I've had fun on the Hyperliquid trenches. I think it's fun. Like the Hypios are just like an enjoyable crowd. Like I mean, there are similarities. I think, bro, I'd rather kill myself than get started on this. Holy shit. Join OpenSea's Discord. Bro. Fucking dumbass. Dude, I'm up like almost, I mean, I'm not even up 2x. The thing is I won't sell this thing. But these guys are cracked. Like there's just good vibes. Like I enjoy this ecosystem, and they adopted this like Buddy coin. Like, well, it's pretty funny. But yeah, that's the Hyperliquid ecosystem right now. And there was like milk, but this shit isn't going anywhere. It's not as organic as Buddy, man. I wonder how much people are earning on some of these pools. Because I saw V3. I wonder if people are using V3 pools. Damn, this dude's fucking raking. Hyperliquid going up on stream. I feel like, dude, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna say I called the bottom, but man, bro. Oh shit. Who can see how much butt I have? I just want to see. See, that's the thing. The bigger ones, the V3 is a lot better. I wonder what the strategy is on that. So it might be really, really good to try an LP here. I wonder if I can I single sign? Hmm. Should I try this? I might try this on the next stream. I need a new mix. Digital. But yeah, I'm enjoying my time on the Hyperliquid app. I trade some perps. I find a new app that I want to use, jump over. It's nice. It's a good time. Super easy. But yeah, Liquid Launch, I mean, like, there's a price, but I'd rather have this Hyperswap shit. These guys are killing it so far. Keiko seemed cool. They have a stablecoin. Bad luck. It's a K? Yeah. It's like there's no TVL in here. And every time I try and use the app, it's like broken. Like this never loads. Maybe I have to connect my wallet. Oh fuck, let me. Who can I trust? Not to concern. Spend it in days. It's like, how can I use this? Like, be fucking real. How can I use this if nothing ever loads? I mean, maybe it's too early and I'm just. Yeah, bro. This. But yeah, I mean, like, this shit is disappointing. This shit is disappointing. I didn't mess around with Hyperfi. The Felix guys seem super cool. I just don't. And I like that they're building a fucking mobile app. Like, I want to see more people build a mobile app. That's sick. Hyperdrive. I mean, the guys who are making it are Anchor. The UI is going to be sick, and they're going this like full DeFi hub, right? Where it's like if you're jumping from a Hyperliquid like UX, you're probably going to want to jump into something similar in terms of like the all-in-one element. So if they are able to create a very clean UX with that type of all-in-one element for the on-chain ecosystem and on the Hyper EVM, that'd be cool. And doing it all with 3x on your HLP. It seems like everyone's targeting that. And I'm like, I guess it makes sense that that's the first thing everyone's targeting. But it's like, I don't know. And I saw some of you motherfuckers are onto some like weird shit. There's some weird NFT projects, but there's also a game that looks like the fucking Bear Reverse game, the Bear Chain game. It looks very much like the Bear Chain game, with like Hyperliquid cats. Like there's still some sketchy shit going on. I'm on to some of you guys. Hyperland. Let's check this UI out. Do they have anything? Or am I just gonna look at a home screen? Wait, Patty, I'm gonna do that again. I need you to clip it without the vape. Let me fake this clip real quick. All right, let's see. No, I can't fake a clip, dude. Fuck that. Good branding. It's funny, everything has hyper in it. And then there's LSTs with Hyperliquid GCR himself. Kinetic. Ooh, should I leak? Should I leak some shit? I don't think Omni will care. I'm gonna leak it. Maybe MEV, maybe Flashbots, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's like every LST on there is trying to do it. We'll see who fucking cooks it up first. What else? That's the Hyperliquid ecosystem. It's just like boring DeFi protocols right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I get invited to some shit that's like X Hume shit. I've lost like an ETH on Hume buying some bullshit NFT because I thought they would fucking do something in the challenge and they didn't. So I mean, like, I'm not gonna have faith in that app, but I'll try it. But I will be cautious. But yeah, that's really all I'm doing. I'm just having fun in the Hyperliquid ecosystem. I was still in love in some areas I should have. What is Bear Chain? I mean, like, this could be fun. Just looking at some of these. Look at these lines. Oh, speaking of lines, I just want the record set that I longed. I'm from the years in the belly of the beast. Oh fuck! Never mind. I'm so wrong. Was it this one? This one. I'm not gonna lie. I'll die on this horse. Still got on tour. Smoke great track. Yellow. Or it could go lower again. But I just see too many fucking idiots on the timeline, like it's all going to zero, So that's why I'm like long with some like play money. Like, I mean, this isn't play money, this is a lot of money, but like this is a position I can manage. But it's just like You don't get these often, right? Like, just make a bet, feel something. Oh, last thing I'll end it on. I mean, like, see, this is not the last thing. Let's look at like Kaido. I think Kaido is cool. I was in Cozy's chat while they were streaming, and I was asking him what he thought about Kaido, and he talked about it like a bribe market. And I actually like that connotation. I don't know if he has seen that from somewhere. I'll assume that he's coined that. I think that's a cool way to think about Kaido. I don't have any Kaido exposure. I sold my shit way too early, like a fucking dumbass, because I was looking for more liquidity. Oh, these were selling for 2 ETH. Get just, but you got my whole heart. I'm for 3 songs since you got small. I'm like, I'd say this. I think I watched an interview with the Kaido founder. I understand the necessity of, like, you have no idea what's coming next marketing. Like, we're gonna keep building marketing, and like we're taking things from like the Hyperliquid guys marketing, but I don't like that. I don't like the Hyperliquid comps. There is a part of the Hyperliquid comps was, at the end of the day, these fucking dudes were not looking like they weren't building for the time they were building in preparation for TGE, and every other protocol is doing that. That's the truth. Building beyond TGE and all that kind of stuff, it's kind of like a vibes thing. You have to really see it in a founder, see it in a team. And some teams have it, some teams don't. I think Kaido might have it. They have an app that people like, that people use, that people find valuable, that people are paying for. They're like, I guess you can call it an app. And when you view it as like a bribing market, it kind of feels a little bit more valuable. They make a bunch of money with the BitTensor like subnet that they have. They're probably going to make more money with that. And they have this like subscription model. There's going to continue to be more airdrops, more ways to like do attribution, but I just don't know if the moat is there. I just don't know if the moat is there. I mean, I think the cookies people, if they didn't settle for dropping a token with like a buy more token, and you kind of get this thing, they could have fucking caught up to them. So I think it's a sophisticated team. The thing is, most of the time, solutions for airdrops and airdrop methodology trends toward like customization. Once there's a meta, people are looking for a more custom solution because the meta gets gamed. I don't see this being any different. I feel like there's going to be the same level of people figure this kind of system out and it becomes boring, or the product becomes a bit stale. Maybe they keep building off of it. I don't know. Kaito is the only other thing I've thought about bidding, to be fair. Kaito is the only other thing I've thought about building. I mean, Yapster was something as well, but like I think that was cool. Like I'm a big fan of the mobile app, but then fucking VCs came in. Once I mean, like you could probably put the fucking Dragonfly guy's video on here somewhere. Like I think it was like here. Fun experiment. Mert minutes. Bro, why does every Solana app that has a good UX and gets marketed by the Solana Foundation do this? Do this with everything. It's like, I don't know, bro. I feel like at least the Yapster shit was meant to be like, is blatantly a game, is blatantly, you know, for entertainment, but it's still like semi-built to be sustainable. Like this shit shouldn't be this low in terms of value. What else? Oh, I feel like I should talk about why we don't do any podcasts with protocols these days. All of the people that are doing podcasts or that continue to do podcasts are being paid by the protocols in some fashion to do the podcast, whether it's VC or whether it's direct payment. Not every, but like most of them. And when you're not focused on that or you're not interested in that, you have to really view your time as a bit more valuable. And especially after, like, you know, founders get on the fucking show and they're like, oh, we're going to do XYZ. And then they just fucking grift to TGE. It makes you not want to fucking talk to these people and not give protocols the energy or the time for free to create this content and shit, which I guess is why people do the paid route. But we're genuinely looking for something small, new, interesting that people are going to do. I've had a few conversations. Shout out to Bunny. If people have seen the Back the Bunny episode previously at RabbitX, that dude is cooking up something pretty fucking interesting. And it's like that when you hear the, I guess not even a pitch, but just have a conversation about that, it makes you like give a fuck about the industry and like its growth a bit more. I think Exit Liquidity will exist more of like a brand. I'm gonna try and do some like cooler shit. I think the people are what I'm more interested in and what people could end up being more interested in versus the protocols. Because there's some podcasts where the audience is the same person who paid for last week's episode. Like the only people who care about the fucking latest infrastructure or the latest, you know, like stupid fucking thing that's a stupid like roll up shit is the person that the last roll up that paid for it. So it's like I would kill myself if I had to do that every day. I don't even know how much I could be paid for that. So if you have something interesting, please let us know. We will do a podcast, we'll do a stream, we'll do something. Just bring us something interesting that we can feel good about platforming. I mean, that's like the basics of it. Or don't. And I'll just continue to do this and make random content. I don't care. Yeah, Kaido's the only thing I've thought about buying. People are still like bullish about ARK. Everything else feels like noise at this point. I just want to say it on here just in case it happens. I almost feel like, oh fuck. See, I didn't buy the exact bottom. But like I almost feel like this thing will just like is just like this dip just feels different. It feels like that ladder dip. Or like all of a sudden shit just fucking flies. I honestly think it could be like I'm telling you, 17 was December's 11, 13. You can see it better on the spot. But I kind of feel like we're so primed for this. I have no reason, and I'm not a trader. I have 2 winning trades, and I feel like I'm a fucking perps trader now. I'm probably going to blow this account up. That's it.
I'm slimy, I'm fitting there. I'm slimy, I'm fitting there. I'm slimy,
I think that's it.
Hey, I'm slimy, I'm fitting there.
What did I tweet out?
Hey, I'm fitting there, whole world slap. Hey, I was probably way too geek from the jump. Only made a quarter this month in the slump. It'll be smooth if it go my way. Too slack, I don't know who to trust. That was my mans and they blended on me, so I told those people I ain't give a fuck. I got the most money from
another
my
thing.
Way. Not to make loyalty, not even.
Another thing. All of you motherfuckers that are saying DeFi's back, DeFi's back, DeFi's back, DeFi's back, and are bidding Maker and Aave. I mean, like, Taiki's been through hell, so I'm not gonna like shit on Taiki. But I see a lot of the fucking DeFi people talking about, oh, back to fundamentals. What's the best DeFi app? What's the best DeFi app? How the fuck are you not saying Hyperliquid is the best DeFi app? That shit makes no sense. Grown men will do anything but bid Hyperliquid for some reason. They'll speak about DeFi, back to some shit that makes money. Like something tangible. DeFi. And then look at the fucking revenue metrics on Hyperliquid, or revenue metrics across crypto, where Hyperliquid's like number fucking 3, and be like, nah, that's not DeFi. I'm gonna go bid fucking Aave. Ali texted that he's gonna bid fucking Aave. Yeah, I'm leaking Ali's fucking bids. Yes, Ali, I'm leaking your fucking bid. Ali said he's gonna go fucking bid Aave. Aave for the long haul. Bro. The fuck are we talking about? I'm telling you, man. You gotta do the opposite of what CT is saying, man. I saw a bunch of people. The reason I bid 18, I mean, I was too slow to bid 17, but the reason I bid 18 is when I saw the motherfuckers on the timeline talking about 16, 15. I mean, Kels was calling for it when it was going up of like 12. So if you're calling it when it's going up, it's a different trade. But bro, I mean, I respect the Kels call at that time. But the people begging for 15 and not bidding at 17, bro, and then saying they want to bid DeFi and then go bidding Aave, I don't fucking understand these people, dude. Was that everything? I think that's everything. I think that's everything. Oh, this shit. I just saw this. I was thinking, bro, no one's going to believe me. I was thinking about this shit in my fucking sleep not sleep, but like before bed, like a few days ago. Because it was like, I mean, like, this show is not, I work for an Oracle. I work for Stork. And, this show does not represent the views of Stork. Opinions are my own. But like, Stork has built products out like this. There's been like demand for products like this around stocks on chain, shit like S&P. I mean, like the Ostium RWA stuff is built by Stork, and it's like, pretty cool. It's been gaining some traction. Like people are fucking trading gold on there. People are trading like soybeans and shit, like NASDAQ, S&P 500. Oh, that was some of the best shit on Terra Luna. If you're a fucking real one, you were doing delta neutral leverage positions, looped delta neutral positions on mirror and anchor, bro. That shit was doing like S&P and shit. No idea how that shit works. Just like trading like fucking Apple stock and shit on mirror. I mean, of course, I was in the US. I was never doing that. But some people I knew were doing that. That shit was a fucking time. Like if they can do this, that would be sick. That would be sick. Stork build it? Maybe. All right. I think that's it. Should we just keep going through the timeline? I'm not gonna lie. If this shit never comes back and they didn't drop a token, holy, that shit's gonna be fucking hilarious. Kimchi premium top indicator. Yo. HOP on Hyper EVM. This doesn't include revenue generated from HOP. Oh, I thought it said on. What are the revenues generated for Hyper EVM? I don't fucking know. I gotta read to solidify this thesis, because if it gets to a certain price, I need to be able to just fucking full stack. Nothing else really worth owning. Cool. All right. We are done. Oh, my idea. I want to. I shouldn't fucking leak this idea. I'm not gonna leak it, but I'm gonna text some people. I want to do some cool content with a few of these people. So maybe look out for that. We'll see if I do it. I'll try to do it on weekends. Ramadan's coming up though. Ramadan. What if they deposited some of the stolen ETH into World Liberty Fi? It'd be funny as shit. I want to make a joke about, there's like a asset dash whale watch perps. It's so funny where it's like a top trader by PNL on Drift just went short, you know. Like it's like smart money technically, or like smart traders. And I feel like it's such like a dumb thing to say that you're a smart trader but you're trading on Drift. I just thought that was a funny joke. Bro, is this wash? Bro, this is fucking elf. Is this a bear chain? What is that? Yo, ethdenver always looks like shit, dude. Elf fit, brother. Trash fit. All about me. All me, how you, everything has to be cool. How you, everything has to be all about me. Oh yeah. Bro, also, the Monad people are fucking insane. Everything, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna do what I do. Bitch, that hoe. This public? Oh, it's on my way. Oh, let's also look at the fucking Pudgy chart real quick. Bro, grown men were telling me to buy this shit. This shit fucking blew my mind. Bro, in December, grown men. Some of you grown men were in fucking TG chats talking about, yeah, this is the fucking future. Like, oh, tokenizing IP. And I'm telling everyone, it's the fucking, the shit is the same. And look at this fucking chart. Like, it was so hard to claim this. This was coming off the backs of a Hyperliquid claim. And I was like, dude, this shit is sad, bro. Hey, well, let's see what Luca Nets is tweeting. What's his name? Luca Nets? Luca Pudgy. I can take your place. What's his name? Pudgy Penguins. They must have retweeted him. Or is he fleeing the country? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, there it is. What did I spell? Good art, man. I'll say that. Good fucking art. They had a good game on here, too. I was hoping they put on Hyperliquid. It was a game with, like, trading underneath. That was a good game. But that's so funny. I wonder if they're going to drop an abstract token. They got to, right? But grown men were swearing down that this fucking Pudgy token was something to buy. All right. I'm done. All right. See you guys.
It's more to rap, but I care what my brothers think. They started on my corner like Floyd died. How you want more of me? I'm rich, but I still get sorta sad. These little niggas big quarterbacks, big in the pocket, but avoid the sack. Don't you get bored of that? How you gon' lower me? I get high in the door to racks. First little money, I record the racks. I can't see me going back. I can't see me. I can't see me. I thought you wanna go on the back. I'm new to this money, I'm foreign to